What I really regret is that we thought we could solve and challenge the hate through violence.
So more hate isn't going to make any less hate in the world, go figure.
Not
I got involved in the white nationalist movement in 1987 and I got out in 1994. I was hyper-violent throughout those 7 years of my life. I'm not a fan of Antifa, the very far left of the social justice scene. You have the far left being there like going, I'm an anti-fascist, I'm gonna smash the Nazis. Side note, Stalin and Mao were self-proclaimed anti-fascists when they started. They were the street agitators. And they went on to commit atrocities. So this idea that like just because you're an anti-fascist that you're some kind of good guy has been completely historically proven wrong.
We do have quite a number of properly predicated domestic terrorism investigations into violent anarchist extremists, any number of whom self-identify with the Antifa movement.
Back in my day, there were people who called themselves anti-fascists who were self-proclaimed violent anti-racists, anti-Nazis. And they purported to fight us and to stop us physically. They didn't stop us, they fed us. We needed them to be as violent and hateful as we are in order to keep up the elevated rhetoric. So you're just pouring energy into a cycle of violence. And I know this not only from my experience of being in opposition to Antifa, but I have a dear friend in Denmark, Søren Lerche, who is a former Antifa leader. 25 years ago, Søren and I would have killed each other. These guys would, if they suspected you were a Nazi, they would chop down your door with a fire axe and whip a Molotov in your house. Like, they did not mess around. But Søren, when he started like looking at what he was doing honestly, he saw that attacks on minority groups increased the more violence they waged against Nazis.
What I really regret is that we thought we could solve and challenge the hate through violence.
So more hate isn't going to make any less hate in the world, go figure.
There's a famous video of Richard Spencer running his mouth.
Kind of a symbol.
And somebody comes walking up, running up and sucker punches him. And everybody's like, yeah, punch the Nazis. And I'm like, and that punch is what put Richard Spencer on 60 Minutes.
I don't need to answer that.
It's what made him a household name.
Hail our people, hail victory!
That punch was the greatest gift that could have been given to him. I wrote an article about this and saying why punching Nazis in the face is a bad idea. And I postulated, I said, what if Ken Nowatzki Jr., the free hugs guy, walked up and interrupted Richard Spencer by giving him a big hug and then walked away? What would that do to Richard Spencer's narrative that he's being attacked and these horrific savages? It would blow all of his nonsense completely out of the water. It certainly would not have helped him in any way, shape, or form. I'm outspoken against Antifa because they basically, like, it's like I'm very diligently trying to clean up a mess and they're coming behind me just messing it all up again. that sucks. It sucks when your life's work is in that kind of position, and that's what Antifa does. They're not defending anybody. They're not stopping fascism. They're feeding it. They're just making things worse.